Welcome to the first ever Raw Unfiltered Stories with Pat. This is my new show that I'm doing on JG's Lounge. It's just fun stories, interesting stories, crazy stories that have just happened to interest or regular people. Chance to tell them. If you have a story to tell, you can reach out to me on Twitter at PatriotPat_7076, on Instagram, PatriotPat. You can hit up JG's Lounge on all his socials. If you want to tell your story, we could set it up, do a Zoom call or something like that. I have two requirements for your stories. One, has to be told well. Two, has to be true. So if you start pulling in like dragons and spaceships and shit, I'm gonna... But anyway, this is all just about fun, telling fun stories and stuff. Check out the other shows on JG's Lounge. Jukebox has a whole bunch of stuff on there. Sean Shank, my buddy, has stuff on there. Evolution. I have another show on there with my co-host, Brian J. Bebe. It's called Two Old Goats. We talk with wrestlers and comedians and stuff. So check out that stuff. So-so stories with Rick. Lots of good stuff on there. But anyway, let's get to it. How many of y'all have ever been in a barroom brawl? Back in my Army days, I was in one. Sort of. So, there was this bar we used to go to, a country and western bar called the Stockyard when I was stationed at Fort Benning, now called Fort Moore, outside Columbus, Georgia. And the Stockyard was just, if you could picture like a dive bar, and it was like one step up from that, like in the Blues Brothers where they had the chicken wire on in front of the band, we were like one step up from that. So there's no chicken wire, but yeah. So anyway, we're there we used to go there like literally like every weekend, and we actually had our own table. There was a group of anywhere between like half a dozen to like 15, 16 that would go. Just a whole bunch of Army bros and Army gals and stuff, just getting drunk, having a good time. We were friends with the band and stuff. We had been going there for a couple of years. This one night, we were there, and a little scuffle breaks out. Well, first off, before we get to... Let me paint you a picture of how the bar was laid out. So, in your mind's eye, you could see it. You could picture it a little better. So, yeah, let's paint a fucking picture. Okay, so you walk in the door. Right in front of you is the bar that's facing that way. The bar is facing the stage. The bar and stage, right there. There's a bar, there's a stage. Walkway down here with a bunch of tables over here, a few tables in front of the bar here, dance floor in the middle. And then, there was a little exit by the front table on the left-hand side, just when you walk in. And that front table on the left-hand side of the stage, that was our table. I don't know really what happened on the right-hand side of the stage, because I really didn't go over there too much. There was a little exit door on the left-hand side of the stage. I'll tell you that because the story's kind of important with that. So we're hanging out, we're all down by, and it was dark in there. And the wood, dark mahogany. So we're hanging out at the table, having a good time and stuff. And I'm getting fucking schnockered. I'm knocking them back. I was a 22-year-old, 21-year-old soldier with no responsibilities, no bills, and a lot of money. So a lot of that money got filtered through my kidneys and liver. So we're knocking it back, we're having a good time, singing along with the band and stuff. A little scuffle breaks out right by our table. And my buddy Mike, who we called Juggernaut, he was a big sumbitch. He gets up and he breaks up the scuffle. And it was the two people we don't even know. They just happen to be fighting by us. And so he breaks up the scuffle. Well, as he breaks it up, one of the bouncers comes over. Bouncers, the big sumbitch. Just one of the brick shithouse motherfuckers. And they go and they start bullshit and stuff after the scuffle breaks up and everything calms down. And in situations like that, even like when you're shopping in the store and stuff and you hear something and everybody kind of meerkats and looks around, what's going on, and okay, and everything goes back to normal. So like 3-4 minutes have gone by, which after a scuffle like that is an eternity, and nobody's really thinking about that. Nobody except my buddy Jason, who Mike and the bouncer are still talking. I remember I'm sitting there watching at the table, fucking drunk out of my mind. just watching, and I see Jason walk up, and he sets his beer down. Mind you, this bouncer is 6'4", 6'5". He was taller than me. I'm 6'2", taller than me. And Jason, who looks like fucking Barney Rubble, I'm not gonna lie, but he goes up and he just hauls off, double hands right in the chest of the bouncer. He goes, "What the fuck are you doing to my friend?" Immediately, I mean, just like in the movies, immediately, whole place erupts in just a fight, and fucking beer bottles are flying everywhere, chairs are flying everywhere, fucking people are flying and stuff, just screaming at it. Band runs off the stage. Everybody's fucking fighting and throwing and shit, except for me. I'm still sitting at the table, looking around at all the chaos around me, drunk on my fucking mind. Now, also, like I said, I'm 6'2". Right now, I'm 202 pounds, depending on what the scale says. Back then, in the late 90s, I was the same height I was, but I was 50 pounds less. So I might be gangly now. I mean, I was like one of the fucking wacky, wavy, inflatable arm guys. So I'm sitting there watching just all the chaos going on around me, and I hear someone, "Pat! Pat!" And I look over, and there's my friend Dale, who's got a motherfucker in a headlock, just like fucking punching him in the head. He goes, "Get to the fucking trunk!" Sorry, "Get to the fucking truck!" Not trunk, truck. So I look at him and I say, "Yeah, that's a good idea." So I stand up, I push my chair in. Meanwhile, fucking World War III's breaking out in this fucking bar. I push my chair in, I turn. As soon as I turn, a beer bottle shatters on the back of my chair. I get sprayed with glass everywhere and stuff, and I just start walking to the back door that I had mentioned earlier. I'm walking out there, and bottle flies by my face. A chair flies by my face. These two motherfuckers have each other by the shirts, just throwing haymakers at each other. Walk right by me. I just keep on walking, just dooba. Get to the back door, open it, and it was like a movie premiere in the sense that, like, there was a perfect walkway right to the truck. I could see Dale's black F-150, and it was a 96, and it was the old body style, which was nice. My other buddy Travis bought a 96 that they made later in the year. They made that rounded thing. Anyway, neither here nor there. So I see this perfect walkway to Dale's truck. There's people fighting over here and people fighting over here, a perfect path of grass and mud. And I start walking out to the truck. Somebody grabs me by the shirt, turns to me and goes, "Hey, motherfucker, you want to go?" I look at him dead in the eyes. "I can't. Dale told me I got to get back to the truck." He goes, "Okay." Turns to the dude next to him and just starts fucking wailing on him. Keep on walking. Get in the truck, I climb in the bed, and I fucking light up a cigarette, and I'm just like watching all the chaos around me, like fucking Nero watching Rome burn. Smoking. All my buddies make it out there. They actually, the bar owner talked to Mike later. It was like, "Look, guys, we know you didn't, we know everything that happened. You guys are welcome back. Next time you come in, the first round's on us, blah, blah, blah." We go to Denny's afterwards, and everybody's talking about like what they did. They're like, "I punched this motherfucker, I kicked this one, Pat, what'd you do?" "I got to the truck." And that was my story about the barroom brawl. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. If you do, like, comment, all that stuff. This is all pre-recorded and stuff, so I'm not going to be able to get any live interaction. Let me know if you like it. If you don't like it, fuck it. Let me know anyway. I don't care. I'm doing this all for fun. Yeah, like I said, check out JG's other stuff. I'll be back next time. I got a bunch of stories locked and loaded to tell. Other than that, yeah, check out JG's Lounge. Check out all the other shows on there and stuff. And y'all be kind to each other.